It is easy to convince Tiyama, but Kurian became angry at Sini, his daughter, for being clever. So here you can see that Kurian's daughter, Sini, is suspicious about the board put outside their house. She tells her mother, Tiyama, that she could not find any camera there, and she also suspects that the board has just been put up by her father, John Kurian, in order to fool the garbage throwers, in order to prevent these people from throwing any more garbage. She guesses the fact that there is no hidden camera anywhere near their compound wall. So John Kurian finds this out. He finds that Tiyama is easy to convince, but Sini is clever. She has already got a clue to his secret. And in order to hide his secret, he cleverly raises his voice. He raised his voice. What do you people know? The police have cameras as small as the buttons on this shirt, so small that you don't think it is there. They might have hidden one such thing somewhere there. So he shouts at Tiyama, telling her that the police has cameras as small as buttons, and you won't be able to see such cameras if they are placed somewhere. So he hides the fact that the board is false. The reason why he put the notice outside was a garbage bag that was thrown in front of his house one fine morning. Now we are going into a flashback. The reason why John Kurian put the board in front of his house. So one fine morning, a garbage bag was thrown in front of his house. John Kurian, after a delicious breakfast of appam and egg curry, was sitting in front of the laptop when he heard the sound of Jamila, who had started sweeping the yard clean. Now, the author is telling us about the events of that day when the garbage bag started appearing. So John Kurian, after his breakfast, he was working on his laptop, and Jamila, their servant, was sweeping the yard. Immediately he reached the window to peep out. He liked Jamila's pale skin, dimpled cheeks, thick lips and flat teeth. He liked the plump parts of her body that bulge out from the gown she wears. But since Tiyama keeps strict vigil, all he could do so far was just to exchange meaningful glances with Jamila. Tiyama is careful not to leave them alone. So you can see that John Kurian is a good flirt also. But Tiyama, who is otherwise gullible, she is very clever when it comes to her husband. She is very careful not to leave John Kurian and Jamila alone. So that morning, as usual, Jamila was sweeping the dry leaves in the yard to the gate, moving her buttocks rhythmically. The Residents' Association has given strict instructions to everyone that no litter should be swept to the road. They have employed a man to clean the road every day, but no rule can trick Jamila into obedience. If the dry leaves are not in excess, she will sweep them to the road, making sure that she is not watched, and then scatter them around. If the litter is scattered, no one can trace it back to any single house. So this girl Jamila, the servant of John Kurian's household, she is also very clever. The Residents' Association of that area has instructed everyone not to put garbage on the road. But Jamila, if there are only a few leaves, dry leaves lying here and there in the yard, what she would do was she would just sweep the leaves onto the road and spread them in such a way that no one could identify from which house the garbage was brought onto the road. She was clever. But when Jamila opened the gates to look around, she saw something that startled her. She ran into the house with a wail, "Tiyama madam, Tiyama madam." John Kurian moved away from the window as reflex action. Almost immediately, Tiyama called out to him to join them at the gate. Leaning on the electric post in front of the house was a dirty plastic bag emitting foul smell. Flies and ants had literally covered it. "Someone must have dumped this garbage here yesterday," Tiyama said. So that was the first appearance of the garbage bag in front of John Kurian's house. "Must be in the night, Mama," Sini said. "I came home from tuition at 8, no? Then this was not there." Achaya, when did you lock the gate last night? Tiyama asked. Did you see this den? John Kurian, not bothering to reply, buried the garbage bag in the backyard. Next day, 2 such bags were found at the electric post, waiting to be buried.